Okay, I'm going to start with the small towns and river, right? This poem is 2.8 in 12th standard Maharashtra board English. So here let's start this poem. Small towns and poem, which small town and river. This poem is written by Mamang Dai, and she is from Northeast. There are many information is given. I'm not going to read it, but one thing I can say that she always feel unhappy. She always feel die when she look at her own village. When she look at her own village, she always feel die or she visit small towns and river. Let's start. The small towns and river always reminds me of death. Here the poet is talking about the poet reminds whenever she looks at her village, she feels that my hometown lies calmly amidst the tree. So which means she is saying that my hometown is located where the trees, lots of greenery and forest are there. And it is always the same in summer or winter. The environment of my village, she is saying that it is same in summer season is also same and winter season also same with the dust flying. So here the poet is talking about she always feel upset, she always feel die when she remember her village, and her village is located around the trees, and the dust is flying in the winter season also and in the summer season also, or the wind howling down the gorge, and the wind is also blowing from the mountain. Just the other day, someone died. Here, the poet is talking about in her village, someone had died another day, and in a dreadful silence, we wept, looking at the sad wrath of tuberoses. So here, the writer is talking about that. And just the other day, someone had died, right? Just the other day, someone had died, and the poet cries a lot in silence while looking at the tuberoses. Tuberoses is like, for example, bouquet. Everyone know that tuberoses is also there. Like they are looking at the tuberoses, like whenever the person died, like we keep the flowers. Life and death. Only the rituals are permanent. So here the poet is talking about in this whole world the people will come and people will die, people will come and people will die, but only the rituals which we perform which are permanent. There are many people that came in this world, they had died, but the rituals are still same, still same. The river has a soul. In the summer it cuts through the land like a torrent of grief. Here the poet is talking about in her village there is a river, and that river has a soul. and that river has a soul, right? And that river has a soul, clear? And why that river has a soul? Because that river automatically cuts the land in the summertime with a very angry manner, right? Sometimes I think it holds its breath, seeking a land of fish and storm. So here the poet is talking about that river has a soul because of two reasons. Because it cuts through the land in the summertime, and it's for it's seeking for a breath and fish and star. And then again the poet is talking about the river as a soul. The river knows, stretching past the town, the river knows that like from where to flow, from the first drop of the rain to dry earth and the mist of the mountains. The river knows the immortality of water. Here the poet is talking about inner town. There is a river is there, and the river has a soul. Why the river has a soul? Because river knows how, from where to flow from the town, and from the first drop to the last drop of the rains. The river knows the importance of water, right? Importance of water. That's why the river has a soul. A shrine of happy pictures marks the day of childhood. So here, the poet is talking about the childhood memories. Memories are remembering her when she look at the pictures. Small towns grow with anxiety for the future. So here the poet is talking about when I was small, I was very happy, and now when I grown up, and with the growing up, anxiety also increases in this village. Same way in our life also, when you are small, there is no problem. When you grown up, the problems comes. The dead are placed pointing west. The dead are placed pointing west. When the soul rises, the dead are placed pointing west. When the soul rises, it will walk into the golden age. So here the poet is talking about whenever the dead body are placed in the west direction, right? And whenever the soul is coming out, it goes toward the sun, right? In the house of the sun. In the cool bamboo, restored in sunlight, and life matters like this. Here the poet is talking about in our village, whenever the dead bodies are placed in the northern direction, in the west direction, the head of the dead body is keeping in the west direction. So whenever the dead body soul will rise, it will go directly into the sun. Our life is also like this. The poet is giving example of a bamboo tree. Whenever the sunlight falls, the bamboo becomes warm, and when the sunlight left, it becomes cool. In small town by the river, we all want to walk with the gods. Here the poet is talking about everyone wants to walk with the gods. Thanks for listening me.